In this lesson, we're going to continue with edit mode, but we're going to look at 4 operations that you will probably use on a daily basis, and that's extrude, loop cut, inset, and bevel. Let's see how I can use these operations. So first of all, I'm going to delete the light, and I'm going to delete the camera, select the cube, and just zoom in slightly so we can see it better. With the cube selected, press tab to enter edit mode, and let's start with loop cut. So loop cut, simply press Ctrl R for Romeo, and then just hover your mouse pointer over the object. And as you can see, it's going to give you a preview where it's going to create that loop cut. So let's create one that's going around the object like this. So I'm simply pointing to this edge where I'm doing the loop cut, and then you click once, and now you can actually adjust where exactly you want to create that cut. If you want to leave it in the center, you can just press escape and it's going to snap to the center, and then just click anywhere in the 3D viewport to apply that. And now you can see we've created this edge that goes all around our object. Basically, it's created a loop cut around the object, and that's what you do, or that's why you will use loop cut. So let's create another loop cut. So I'm going to press Ctrl R again, hover with my mouse pointer over the object, and let's create a loop cut around this side of the cube. So just click once, and now we can adjust where exactly we want that. And remember, if you want to keep it in the middle, just press escape. So I'm going to create one maybe more towards this side. Just click once and then just click the 3D viewport to apply that. And now you can see we've created these extra vertices and extra edges around our object. Let's do one more, Ctrl R, and maybe let's create one on this side, and maybe let's slide it towards this side, and then just click in the viewport to accept that. And now you can see we've created all these new geometry, or all these new faces and edges, and that will just give you extra geometry to work with to create more complex objects. Now the second thing we're going to look at is extrude. Now extrude is your friend, and you'll probably use it quite a lot when doing any kinds of 3D modeling. So extrude will basically extrude a certain face outwards or inwards. So let me show you how that works. So make sure you are in face select mode, so 3 on the keyboard, and then I'm going to select one of these faces, maybe just this middle bottom face right there, and then the shortcut for extrude is E for extrude. So press E on the keyboard once, and now if I move my mouse, you can see that I'm extruding that one face either inwards or outwards. Once you're happy with the location, just click once to save that, or to accept that change. And I can see we've changed the model completely. I can now maybe click on this face, and I can do another extrusion, press E again on the keyboard, move that out and click. Now I can select this face, press E, move it up, and click. And as you can see, this is extremely powerful to create new models. So I can click on this face, press E, extrude it out this way. I can maybe now press S to scale this face to create something like that. I can also click on this top face, extrude it, and now it's going to extrude according to that face angle. We can also extrude 2 faces at the same time. So I can click on this face, shift click on this face, and then press E to extrude. So go ahead and practice, play around, and see what you can create by just using loop cut and extrude. Next, we're going to look at inset. Now, inset is also extremely powerful. Let me show you how that works. So we're going to still be in face select mode, number 3 shortcut on the keyboard, and I'm going to select this top face right here. Now, with this face selected, I want to do an inset, and the shortcut for inset is simply I for inset. So press I on the keyboard, and now if I move the mouse, you'll see that we are creating an inset inside of that face. So I can select or choose the size that I want, and then just click once to apply it. And now you can see it's created this new face inside of this bigger face. So I can do that with two faces at the same time. So let's select this face, shift click on this face, and now press I to create an inset. So now you can see it's creating one inset between these two faces. If I press I again, it's going to create individual insets in each of the main faces. So click to apply that. You can also now go, you can select these two faces and we can inset them again. So you can press I again and create a new inset. Now you can press E to extrude and you can create something like that. So inset and extrude and loop cut can be extremely powerful to create interesting objects. So let's say we want to create a loop cut around this side of the model. So I'm going to press Ctrl R to create a loop cut. Hover my mouse pointer over the model, click, and then I'm going to drag maybe towards this area. So now I've created these extra faces. So now I can maybe click on this face, and let's inset them. I to inset. And remember, if you press I again, it will toggle between one inset for both faces or individual insets for each of the faces. And now we can obviously press E to extrude, and that's going to extrude those two faces. Next, let's look at bevel. Now, bevel is also super handy when you want to create a bevel on a sharp edge. So let's go to edge select. So press 2 on the keyboard to toggle edge select. And I'm going to select this edge and also this small edge here on the side. So we've got that edge selected from the one corner to the other corner. Now to bevel something, you're going to press the shortcut Ctrl B for bevel. And now simply move your mouse slowly and you can see that we are creating a bevel around that one edge. So if we look at this from the side, you can see now we don't have a sharp edge anymore. We've got this nice beveled edge. This will also bring up the bevel menu here in the bottom corner of the viewport, and here you can increase the segments. So currently this is set to 1. I can increase this to 2, 3, 4, and as you can see, it's creating a nice smooth corner. So we can increase this even more, maybe to about 8 or 9. And you can see now we've created this nice smooth corner. So if I click to accept that, and now you can see we've got this nice soft rounded corner. So we can do the same with multiple edges at the same time. So I'm going to select this edge, shift click on this edge, shift click on this one, shift click on this one. So we've got those 4 edges selected. And now I'm going to press Ctrl B for bevel. Slowly move the mouse, and as you can see, it's creating these nice rounded edges for us. Now this will remember the previous settings or parameters that you've used here. So you can see it's creating 9 segments. So we can obviously go in here and we can adjust this to maybe, let's bring it down to 5. And now if I click, we've got this very nice soft round edges. So let's bevel one more. So let's take this bottom edge, select this edge, shift click, select that edge. So we've got the whole edge from the one corner to the other one selected. Now press Ctrl B and simply drag and create your bevel. Let's create a bevel on these front facing edges. So I'm going to click, shift click, shift click, shift click, and then I'm going to go Ctrl B and just move the mouse. And now we create these soft edges around all those edges. So as you can see, inset, loop cut, extrude, and bevel can be extremely powerful to create more complex looking models. So there's one thing I want to show you when using the extrude command. So obviously if we switch over to face select, we can click on a face and we can extrude it by pressing E on the keyboard. Or we can maybe select this face and extrude it like that. But let's say you want to do something a little bit more complex. I'm going to undo that. Let's say you want to extrude this face and this face at the same time. So the one face is pointing in one direction and this face is pointing in another direction. Now the problem is if we just press E, it's either going to go up or down, and that's not really what we want. We want to extrude them both towards their own direction, if that makes sense. So to do that, we have actually different types of extrudes that you can use. So this is a little bit more advanced, but it's really nice to know that it's available, that if you really want to use that, you can. So I'm going to select this face again, shift click this face again. So we've got these two faces selected. And now instead of pressing E to extrude, I'm going to press Alt E. So hold Alt, press E, and this is going to bring up the extrude menu. And now you can see we've got these different options or different types of extrusions. So you've got extrude face along normals, extrude individual faces, or extrude manifold. We're not going to go into all of them. I'm just going to show you one of them, and that is extrude individual faces. So if I click this and I move the mouse, there you can see we are now extruding both those faces in their correct direction, or in the correct direction where they're facing towards. So let's do another one so I can show you this a bit better. So let's say we want to extrude this face. Shift click on this one, shift click on this face, and shift click on this bottom face. And I want to extrude all four of these faces at the same time. So we're going to do the same, Alt E, and then extrude individual faces. Now if I move the mouse, you can see those edges or those faces are being extruded in the correct direction. And you can see how powerful that can be. You can also bevel a face. So I can select this face, this face, this face, and this face. And now I can press Ctrl B for bevel. And I can move the mouse, and you can see that it's beveling all those faces together. You can obviously go in here and you can increase the segments or decrease the segments just the way you want it, and then simply click to apply those changes. So as you can see, it's really easy to create complex models by just using these four commands: extrude, loop cut, inset, and bevel. So practice these four commands, and it will just give you the tools that you will need to create more complex and interesting looking models. I will see you in the next lesson.